I was lying in the bed in Tommy's bedroom, and he was, of course, asleep. I was wide awake because we just spent several hours watching horror movies, and I was in a strange bedroom, and I just was too afraid to close my eyes. And that's when I heard something crash. Something crashed against the house, and then the screaming started. And it wasn't like, kids pulling a prank kind of screaming. It was blood-curdling, I'm afraid for my life kind of screaming. And so I pushed Tommy to get out of the bed, and we went to the window, and it was Lori, and she was pounding on the front door, screaming for Tommy to let her in. And so he went down there, and I stayed at the window, and I could see her pounding on the door. And then out of the corner of my eye, I saw this movement, and it was Michael Myers. And he was walking across the street. He wasn't running, he was just walking. Like he knew that no matter what she did, he was going to get her. And I just remember that face coming out of the shadows of the trees, and it was that pale face. And I'll never forget that. And then Tommy came running back upstairs, and he said that the boogeyman was out there. And I said, yeah, I saw him. I saw him.
The boogeyman is a universal archetype. It can be found in virtually every culture across the world, and it is one that is centuries old. And across the board, despite each culture's unique significance, the commonality of these boogeymen is that they are simply an embodiment of fear, with no discernible appearance or distinctive features. They have no definite shape. And in almost every version, the boogeyman is a character created by the elderly to frighten children in order to persuade them to do as they're told. For example, in Hispanic culture, you have the legend of El Cucuy, a mythical monster that kidnaps and eats children if they misbehave. Obviously, over the years, you learn to realize that these were just stories, and there really isn't any monsters hiding under your bed or in your closet. But in the case of Michael Myers, you have an actual physical being made of flesh and blood, yet driven by an unseen and supernatural force that makes him unstoppable. And although the mask that he wears is a common one that was stolen from a hardware store on him, it takes on a much more diabolical significance. It is a total blank slate, emotionless and void of any color. So if the boogeyman is defined as this shapeless, faceless, evil entity that preys upon the weak, then, by that definition, Michael Myers is the real-life boogeyman.